After the tapas for 10 years, in the year 2016, I took the Purna Sannyas in Rishikesh on the banks of Ganga River. And 2017 made the decision, clear decision, to help with the Vedic Bharat project and to help the revival of all the Vedic technologies and bring back the Vedic villages, creating the ideal Vedic villages of Ramraj. Because this idea of Ramraj has been going on now for almost more than 2 decades. Everybody has been talking about it, that Ramraj should come back. Of course, Ayodhya happened just recently, but in everybody's heart it has been alive that Ramraj should come back, because Ram is the ideal king, the environment was ideal, Sanatana Dharma was 100% there during Ramraj, and everybody was happy and peaceful and prosperous and lived with abundance. So I thought, this ideal Vedic villages of Ramraj should happen. I took the name of Ma Brahmanandamayee from my Gurudev. My Gurudev is Brahmananda Saraswati. And so we formed the trust on Gurudev's name only, Brahmananda Enlightenment Trust. And somebody asked me, they said, why do you want enlightenment in the trust name? Nobody keeps it. And then I said, when I am a wife, I want to be the best wife. When I am a doctor, I want to be the best physician. When I am a mother, I want to give the best to the children. And when I am enlightened, I feel that everyone should be enlightened. And so at this stage of life, in this consciousness, at the present, Enlightenment Trust is very appropriate, that every human being should be enlightened. Because I am much more than a doctor, I am much more than a good human being, I am much more than a mother to all. Okay? So with this context, then I said, the family is the one which is suffering the most. Either it is in the villages or in the cities. So we take the family as a unit and we change this family for a whole generation. We start first with the children. We make sure that they go to school, they finish school, they acquire skills, they become responsible individuals, they become dharmic, and they live a life of Sanatana Dharma which is very natural and spontaneous. Then we take the mother. The mother should be peaceful, the mother should be progressive, mother should be evolutionary. If she wants to learn more, she should learn more. If she wants to acquire new skills, she should acquire new skills. But she is the foundation of each family in the Sanatana Dharma. Next is the father, who is the provider. In the villages, they are all the farmers, or who is working for the farms. And these are marginal farmers, 1 to 4 to 5 acres, very poor farmers. And to make sure that they go through Vedic organic agriculture, natural agriculture, no pesticides, save the land, save the environment, save the bodies of water, and bring purogamanam into the farmer. Because until farmer understands that he is creating a sin or a dharma by growing pesticide food and giving that food to his family and to others and causing new diseases and new problems, then the responsibility will not come to him. So the responsibility has to come in raising the consciousness. So in our view, everything has to raise in consciousness and awareness. That's why we started this Adhyatmic program, 45-minute, where everybody meditates, does the transcendental meditation. Then they do 2 slokas of Bhagavad Gita every day. Then they do a little bit of yoga. And they have 1 suvichar to do in a day. Suvichar, one good thought. Just, respect my parents. Be good to my cows. Or, clean my room. Or don't fight with others. Or don't tell lies. Or something like that. We give them, they practice that for 1 week or 1 month like that. And then after that 1 hour 45 minutes to 1 hour 30 minutes, we help them with their school work. so that they do well in the school, because most of these children in the villages, they don't go to school properly, and even if they go to school they don't learn. So there is a very high percentage of school dropouts, and lot of villages after 7th grade, the high school is not there in most of the villages, so that is also again dropout happens. So considering this, if we want to change a whole generation, then we have to put the attention on that generation for at least 10 years. When they come from 5th grade, from 5 years of age, 1st grade to the 10th grade, then we have created a new generation. So the same thing, we have to spend time with the farmers, at least give them 5, 6, 10 years of time, so that they grow and they have, they gain confidence, they grow in consciousness, and it becomes profitable, and they have abundance. Because right now they are suffering too much, that they don't have enough to eat, too many loans, too many problems, too many concerns. And the same thing with the women. The women are so patient, they take on so much of tension, so much of pressure, and they are trying to be this in between the children and the farmers, and then the extended families and the community and all that. So this woman also should have some relief. So Adhyatmikanga, when they come into the Adhyatmikata, when they meditate, learn Gita, learn the essence of the Gita, then everyone is blossoming every single day. So if we can do this again in the slum areas, which is more stressful than even in the villages, then we are really talking about, bringing a very big rejuvenation in the cities also. Now this is open to all the wealthy people too, but they have to come us. Here, for all these poor people, we have been doing free service so far. Alright. So that is why we need the donations. And when we have the donations, then, it can be supplemented. Some farmers will feel good and they will give a little bit of money. Some will give, but it will not cover everything. But we have the capability to train the people, because we are taking everyone from the villages, the coordinators from the villages, the teachers from the villages, the skill workers from the villages. So, we are also creating employment within the villages itself, the supervisors among the farmers and all that. And so unless until we have funding, we cannot really do it in a big way. We want people to help us connect to the government, associations, the different private corporate organizations, and the individuals, when they feel, yes, this child needs to be saved, and this farmer needs to be saved, you give whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. There is no pressure in this. Alright. Okay. Yeah, we are right now in about 70 villages in Odisha, between Puri district and Sonpur district. And we have at least about 200 to 300 villages now which are ready to step in. And we are in 5 villages in Sangareddy district. And there also, very quickly, because I thought, we should completely cover Sangareddy in 2 years. There are 600 villages and 6 towns in Sangareddy. So 600 villages and 6 towns means 606. So if we take one village every day, we keep going. And then, 2 years we can finish. And every 5 villages we have one coordinator who coordinates and makes sure, everything is going well. And we are training we started a Vedic teacher training course for the teachers. And we take the teachers who have finished high school or intermediate, and a few teachers who have finished some BA or BSc, and we train them first. Everybody has to be trained. The farmers have to be trained. So this has to be an act of extreme love, compassion and dedication. We have to understand that these people are the way they are. This is where it is. This is where the consciousness is. And then we see this, everything is rising. And the important thing is we run this school 7 days a week, rain or shine. Festivals are celebrated in the schools, 365 days. even during summertime. During summertime, what we plan to give them is special courses we do, like giving them a yoga training, or teach something teach a class of Sanskrit, or basic Ayurveda, or bring Vedic mathematics, like that, Vedic arts, because so many arts have become lupta now, they are vanishing in the villages. All these villages are extremely artistic villages, whether we look at, Odisha or Telangana or Assam. Especially in Odisha, every village has some form of art there. And so we need to bring them back, because it brings such deep connection and deep joy. And our Vedic music, our Vedic dance, since we don't have time to teach them on every day, but since we are running these schools 365 days a year, and so during this vacations time, we will have these camps. They can have a music camp, they can have a Sanskrit camp, they can have, Vedic mathematics camp, like that, So for 2 weeks, 1 month, they learn something special during that time. So these 10 years, if we can do this, then these children, you can imagine how intelligent they will be, how creative they will be, how much of consciousness has risen in them. They have connected to themselves, so they understand now that the joy is within themselves, and these are the ones with the universal heart. They are such a joy and blessing to the family. They will be such a joy and blessing to the community, and they will be such a joy and blessing to the world, where everyone is now seeing in this turmoil there that the world needs to be together. There should be more understanding and more harmony. We are looking for CSR funds. Actually, what happened is we submitted 2 proposals, one for agriculture in Odisha and one we submitted here. But unfortunately, we have not heard anything, I really don't know. People say, we don't know the whole underlying mechanics of that. So we need some help to know, somebody who has done that before and to guide us. Because we did take the professional help in writing these 2 proposals. But still, once it has hit their desk, we are not, we are not able to move it further, the files.
So nowadays software companies, they are coming to to help the
yes,
CSR.
I think once they understand, everyone should come to help, because this is something needed for everybody. There are several people who ask, is there religion in this? I said, I don't know what is religion, everything is religion in Sanatana Dharma. Either you can say it is religion or not religion, but everything is religious in Sanatana Dharma, everything is devotional in Sanatana Dharma. Because we start, with saying namaskaram to the trees and, to the rivers and to the hills and to the animals and all that. That is our culture. So we cannot, we cannot separate anything, because we say, Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. And the same way, we go to Ganga and we say Ganga Maya, 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 that is our nature. So we cannot say. So in America, it was not a problem, because a lot of people learned meditation without going through these issues of so much of religious issues. But here, there are some obstacles there. But when I had a meeting with the farmers, there were several farmers, who were also from Christians and Muslims in background. And I told them, this is what it is. We have to have a Vedic Anushthan where, there will be there will be some puja to our Prakriti Swarupini, Ashta Prakriti Swarupini. That means which helps the 8 stages of development. And then the Purusha, which is the pure consciousness, is holding everything together and brings the transformation in the climate, in the weather and all that. And these 8 stages will happen progressively in a very beautiful way in the plants. So that, a lot of these pesticides is not needed. They grow very quickly, just like you were seeing in the puja room. We put the seed for the grass, and for the rupa, and then already it is 9 to 10 inches in just 8 days. So this, then I said to them, if you take what you want, the knowledge is there for everybody. So if you feel, you can use only the rasayanas, the gobar rasayanas, then you use only that. You take the education, how to do the farming and all that, you use only that. So you use what you can. What you feel is, threatening to you or anything like that, then leave it. So this knowledge, Veda, from the Vedic knowledge, is pure knowledge. And it is a universal knowledge. It is meant for everybody. There is, when Ayurveda was given, it is meant for everybody. So if somebody has reservations that, there is Dhanvantari there, God Dhanvantari is there, and and in the Ayurveda medical schools or in a Panchakarma place, if somebody does a namaskaram to Dhanvantari and if there is a problem there, then we cannot resolve that problem now. But if you want to take a treatment, you can take. So 100% of my patients were Americans. They were not, they were not Hindus and they were not Indians in the beginning. Later on, Indians started coming. So the whole of these Vedic technologies, 40 Vedic technologies, when they come back, they are there to help the whole of humanity. All of humanity. They will bring prosperity, abundance, peace, happiness, everything to all of humanity. What one wants to take is an individual choice. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna has said, I have given everything to you now. It is up to you what you want to take and what you want to accept. Because we have that individuality in our mind, in our buddhi. The discrimination is there. What you want to choose, what you don't want to choose. So you decide for yourself. So it is not, Vedic tradition is not rooted into a specific religion like other religions. It is a Sanatana Dharma. And everything is devotional and religious in this. You cannot say which is not. You cannot really say it. So that people have to understand. That dogma has to be understood. So, so when it is understood, then there is no problem at all. We say, Annam is our consciousness. Okay. So like that everything, all the seasonal routines, everything, we do it that way only. We have a website, we are still working on it. It is called All Vedic Organic. So you can go to the website and you can certainly post from there. And I have also created 3 channels on YouTube. They are called Brahmanandamayee English channel 1 and Hindi channel is 1, and the third is on Gita classes. So I'm just right now we are just uploading the Gita classes. We are in the 3rd chapter now. So from there also there is information there. Brahmanandamayee, YEE, Brahmanandamayee, because I could not get I, that was taken up by this thing. And so All Vedic Organic, you can go from there and then or come to the YouTube and then you can come there. Hopefully, maybe with the media and all, more people will come to know about it. Because I used to be on WhatsApp, more than 20 years ago. But then I left everything when I came into tapas. And so maybe now, just for the sake of this work, something, we need to put up something here and there, just to say we are here. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Babu. Yeah. Jai Gurudev. Jai Gurudev.
Last conclusion.